up, friends? This is Jazz, bringing you another episode of Let's Play Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. In the last episode, we got a horse and named it Peach. In this episode, hopefully we're going to do some stuff. Yeah, a while since I watched this footage, I really have to record more because I only got this and one more episode pre-recorded for Harvest Moon. When doing a lot of projects, you may end up slowing down on some because there's so many others to do. But at the same token, it's fun to have a variety of things to do. Because if you only are doing one thing in your entire channel, yes, it may be easier to get it out more. But really, if you don't have something else to push towards, then you're not going to have any energy for one game all the time. Like, I actually enjoy having doing the variety now. Like, when you think about it, guys, I only got one Pokemon LP on this channel where it used to be Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon all the darn time. Now I'm even doing a Harvest Moon Let's Play, which I said, frankly, I don't think I'd ever do, but this is one of the more relaxing games of the franchise, so might as well have something to do to relax. The only reason this is hard at all is I have to set up my video recorder for the Wii. The good thing about that, though, is it works for the Xbox as well, so eventually I'll be able to do other LPs from other systems. Now, I'm trying to debate whether I want to go see Nami first, or, well, it's late, so I definitely missed her house. But I'll go and eat first. But I definitely missed her in her house. So, we're gonna have to find her elsewhere in town. As long as we can give her the one item per day. Or is it more than one item? I'm really not so sure. I'll figure it out. I'll let you know within the 13th part or so. This is part 11. I only got up to 12 recorded, so yeah, that's how that works. I'm using the new microphone again, and it's nice. Like, I don't have to go right up to the microphone. In fact, like, I tried blowing, right, and it doesn't pick up the sound, but it picks up my narration. No matter if I speak low or not, it still picks up something when I talk. So that's really wonderful. I don't know if it'll pick up, like, if I have a stuffy nose or something like I do now, but as I said, I'm getting right back into it. The holiday seasons are the worst time for anything. I mean, if this is how bad I am about doing videos, imagine me when I have to return back to where I actually work. Yeah, that'll take a little bit of doing to get me up, to get me out. Because really, that's what earns me the money. I mean, really, I do this more as a hobby now, and also as a way to keep in contact with people. Like, this may sound mushy, and I'm gonna try to avoid the mushiness, unless they want to say it, do it back. But I truly appreciate my true friends that are on YouTube. The ones that take time to answer me back if I have a question. Even if they don't watch my videos every day, they have their own priorities, right? But if they take some time to contact with me and once in a while watch one of my videos, and I truly appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys, but there are 2, 3, maybe 5 closer YouTubers that I have. Even if I have 49 subscribers, right? I consider you all my friends, and never, and also guys, never hesitate to leave some constructive criticism or advice if you want. Or even if you want to just say hello, right? Because I actually really enjoy that type of interaction with you guys. And just, when I say criticism, I mean constructive. Like, oh, well, it's a little loud, but maybe you could try this, right? And there's some people who give advice, but it sounds more like an insult. Like, they give, well, I'm trying to think, there's someone who gave, in a sense, legitimate advice, but he said it as if he wasn't giving advice and just insulted me. He said, "You're loud and so annoying." He could have just stopped with "you're loud" and added how I could fix it. Or he could have said, "You're loud and some people, it may bother them." That would be fine. But the way, oh, the shop is open. Also, I'm trying to think of how to say this without coming across the wrong way. I take any advice necessary. Any advice I get, I don't take it to heart in a bad way. Like, I take it in consideration. That's what I was trying to come with. I take it in consideration, but guys, as funny as this sounds, I apologize to any of you wearing headphones and get easily startled by this type of behavior or annoyed by this type of, you know what I mean, behavior or attitude or way they act. But my loudness is just me. That's just who I am. And it really is not nice to go and say, like, it's alright to give your opinion, but to be rude about it. And as I said, I shrugged it off. I'm sure the guy was being, in a sense, trying to be helpful, and it could come off as, my voice can come off as annoying. I understand that. But it's still best interest of everyone else that they do it constructively. Like, or say things in a, more appropriate manner. Like, they could go up and tell me how it can grind people sometimes. But they could say that constructively. And as a matter of suggestion. And I will take that and listen. And even if I do listen, there are some things that I can completely understand me having to change, right? But my loudness and my boastfulness or whatever is just who I am in these videos. And it's the way I express myself. And if someone here, yes, I'd hate to lose a subscriber, but I do not want anyone to stay who genuinely does not like what they see. Right, so if someone really does not like my videos for that reason, and I'm too loud for them, then they can unsub if they want. Right? Or they don't have to watch my videos. And I'm saying this in mind that I know loud sounds can be annoying and grating. Right? And a lot of people nowadays use headphones when they watch a video. And I could see where that point as well. But most people don't go to me saying I'm too loud. And if they do think I'm too loud, well, they still seem to watch my videos and it doesn't bother them. But anyone, you are allowed to give me constructive criticism. If something bothers you, you could say it to me. But just try to avoid it being rude. Or if you're trying to be constructive but it comes off as rude, just say, I don't mean to come off as rude. If that's how you genuinely feel, I will believe you. But the guy didn't even apologize, saying I'm sorry if it sounds rude. It just came off that he was playing to be rude. And, as I said, I appreciate all the comments I could get, right? Anything, I don't always, I'm talking about it now, it gives me something to talk about. Is why. But, what I usually do with things like that is, I remove the comment, and if I don't think the person will be a consecutive troller or consecutive person like that, then I won't block them. I'll just give them another chance. I won't comment on it. I will remove that comment and go on with my day. But if the harassment from the same person kept going on, then I would block them. There's pretty much, sometimes people may not realize they're being rude. And they may not come across rude anywhere else. So, like, the guy that had the comment didn't seem too bad anywhere else. So I thought, maybe I sounded loud to him, but I'll still remove the comment for I won't have to see it. Personally, it's like, my motto, if I don't see it anymore, I can forget it. Well, not forget it, because obviously I'm talking about it, but that's the way I see things. I don't have to think about it all the time. But I still have it in my mind for I can talk about it later. And again, I apologize that I seem to talk the most during Harvest Moon about anything but Harvest Moon. But really, a lot of the time it's repetitive, and what else can I talk about? I could just not talk, and people will say, well, you're not commenting enough. But yeah, I can see how people could comment, you're talking too much too. But then again, with me right at this point, there's no real compromise, because I haven't gotten to the ability yet that I can balance it. I need to really work on that skill when it comes to YouTube. It seems funny though how I'm okay, like, it's funny, The Walking Dead makes it so easy to do that. Because a lot of the time, the characters are talking. So you can be quiet during their parts, and then speak or comment afterwards. Where this game, there's no talking. You have to kind of comment through the whole thing. I mean, yes, some people want to just watch the game, the footage itself. And that is fine. But really, in a game like Harvest Moon, who really wants to? Well, in this version of Harvest Moon, who really wants to? I mean, there's other games like Animal Parade that is a little more exciting in story ethic or the story portion of it. Which maybe someday, guys, I'll do Animal Parade, because that is one of my favorite Harvest Moon games. It would take a while to do, even longer than this, because I have to spend some time on certain parts that I don't record. That's the thing, sometimes I'm worried about not recording everything, because I don't know what will be important later on. But someday I want to try just playing the game and recording only what's needing to be recorded, it'll be a better and more organized Let's Play. It'll be easier on me, because I think that's the reason sometimes I use code so much, for things to get done quicker and I don't have to do all that side trading or all that extra stuff. If I could just kind of learn to relax and let that part of it go, then perhaps I could play up the full game through. So that's what I gotta learn to do. I always play the games through, but there's only, it's funny, I've been able to play, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, the X and Y series, even the Mystery Dungeon games, I may not be able to record them. Well, I did with Pokemon Omega Ruby and X, Y, or whatever, right? But I may not have been able to record the Mystery Dungeon series for you guys so far. But I was able to play through that and the Secret Mystery Dungeon for the most part without codes. I mean, I had to really work hard, but I didn't have to use codes. Then again, I was under-leveled in the Super Mystery Dungeon. I still am under-leveled. Alright, what am I going to sell now? The coins? We got a coin. I know, it's not really worth it, but 10G, I got something. I think I'm gonna name this fan again. Let's see. Oh, nope. Papaya, creepy cave guy. Oh, Nobby's there. Darn, no. Muffy isn't. I was kind of wanting to get a cutscene with Nobby and Muffy, but that's not happening, is it? Lumania? Yeah, I'm trying to do a new routine to help me go to sleep a little earlier. Because I can never go to bed because I'm always thinking what I could do tomorrow. Who has that problem where they're literally up half the night because they want to do something else, but yet they're too tired to actually do it? And then when they're up in the day, it doesn't seem to get done. I don't know why that happens. I'm just unlucky, I guess. But I'm going to try to take a new medication or something to help me with sleep a little bit. So hopefully that will work out and I'll be able to get used to that new medication. Because I always have trouble trying new things, like foods and medications. And as I said, I was diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder to a degree as well. So that doesn't help me on top of the mild autism. It's like some of my family have a hard time really quite understanding it, but I honestly don't blame them, because half of my behaviors are weird on their part. Like, it's to the point where they don't quite understand how something could panic me so much, or the way I think. And yes, some people will think, well, they're family, they should, or whatever. Well, I mean, to be fair, I was really only diagnosed with on the spectrum, and that's like more, I'm trying to think of how to say it, that's more guessed on my psychiatrist's part. So, like, it's only been like 6 or almost 8 months actually. It's only been like 8 months since I was diagnosed. I mean, OCD maybe a year, but the other one, I was only, we'll say, I forget how the doctor explained it, but he said it's either Asperger's or high functioning autism. So I only kind of was known of having it for not even a full year. So it's hard, I guess it is harder for them to understand because they knew me before the autism. Well, they didn't. I mean, I've always had somewhat of that behavior. It's more that it just makes sense. Well, I'll see you in the next video.